Welcome to my channel. Today I want to introduce you to a popular game, which is known as the best client game Elden Ring in RDR. Let's go. Under a butter yellow sky, high on the Altus plain, driving my horse at full gallop, I spied a group of peasant women dancing. They hopped between feet, as if on scorching ground, twirling in unison beneath the sails of a neglected windmill. It is a mesmerizing scene. One of hundreds you will happen upon while exploring the relentlessly beautiful, relentlessly hostile expanse of Elden Ring's fantasy world. The lands between, but its rustic appeal is not to be trusted. I learned that lesson several hours earlier, when I caught the strings of a melancholic song carried by the wind. I rode toward the sound, hoping to meet someone who might offer support in my journey. The singer, however, was no friendly merchant or cooperative knight, but a grotesque siren with beating leather wings and foot-long claws. The song was a ploy, and I was the prey. This is an ancient world. Old battles have left scars on the earth, toppled statues, rotting fortifications, charred ground where the grass is yet to regrow.
You're tarnished, then, believe it or not, for a well, your true meaning is to presume you're only apology, I'm afraid. All right, I can tell you, you've seen that struggle. That's the academy. After they declare the academy, as you want to declare making entry to the academy, and so on, stuck when you cast.
Game of Thrones' creator George R.R. Martin provided Elden Ring's history, a narrative foundation on which Miyazaki and his team have carefully built. But don't expect House Lannister-style intrigue. This is not a story game in any traditional sense. There are no tedious cinematics to endure. Any character you meet who wants to talk, rather than fight, will offer only fragments of clues about the world and your purpose within it.
Well, I took you for dead no matter it. Lay out your arms.
Newcomers have much to learn, but Elden Ring is a more welcoming game than its predecessors. While there are hundreds of different weapons to find and forge, even your chosen character's starting arsenal, once improved by the relevant blacksmith, will remain workable for dozens of hours.
Back on no matter.
Provided you use them correctly, friendly characters or other players can be summoned to provide support during the most challenging battles with the game as hellish monstrosities. And it is now possible to conjure a variety of spectral warriors to provide additional backup. In the game, the battle with all kinds of bosses is extremely challenging. If you are fighting alone, you must not only have good skills and agile hands, but also be good at using outside help. The various elements of combat power are used reasonably to form a strong fighting force. Of course, the most important thing is that you should have a strong will to fight. In the face of a strong enemy, you cannot be timid, but also cannot be reckless. Be good at summing up the combat experience. Learn from the lessons. Play to their strengths. Over and over again the challenge until victory. When you finally defeat the boss after all the hard work, the great joy and pride that comes from the bottom of your heart can't be described by any words. This is also the charm of this game. Combat in Elden Ring is unmatched by any other game, with a sense of heft and precision that rewards patience and learning, whether battling with weapons or spells. You can fight on the ground or, if you prefer, on horseback, galloping around the foe before retreating to a safe distance. Your steed, Torrent, is a revelatory introduction, clambering sheer rock faces like a mountain goat, enabling thrilling getaways with his pace and nimbleness. It is possible to gallop across a misted lake, wake and draw a dragon from the mouth of the caved guards, then dip inside, loot the treasure from horseback, and make your escape. The dangers posed by director Hidetaka Miyazaki's games have been notorious since 2009's Demon's Souls. These are challenging works, filled with eldritch monsters, where even apparent allies are not to be fully trusted. Every danger must, eventually, be confronted. But Elden Ring differs from its predecessors in its expanse. Every hillcrest represents a fresh opportunity. If one path seems too foreboding, one dragon too fearsome, one group of cackling dancers too disconcerting, you can simply ride off in another direction. The rhythms of struggle, setback, perseverance, and, finally, triumph familiar to any player of Miyazaki's work are present here, and exquisitely refined. But the frustrations have been eased. There is always another alluring path winding into the horizon, another cave entrance hidden in the bushes, another mine shaft down to a subterranean cathedral city. In Elden Ring games, hills, valleys, hilltop settlements, and underground palaces offer authentic texture, variety, and long-lasting appeal. It is a magnificent world that is stunning and fascinating. I deeply love this game, and I love the fictional reality it creates, full of tantalizing mysteries and rich opportunities for competition and co-op. I love the painful and joyful feeling of challenging the boss, the surprise and joy of guessing, solving puzzles, and finding treasure. Playing this game makes you feel that your life experience is enriched and sublimated, and that your character is unknowingly enhanced. This game seems to inject some kind of energy into you, so that you can face life more resolutely and more powerfully. Elden Ring has a single-player version and an online version. I always play the single-player, which feels more challenging. Of course, there are some players who do not like Elden Ring. They think the game should be easy and do not want to be abused. I don't want to comment on that. Elden Ring is just a small flower in the world of gaming, but it is still loved by many players, and it is one of the best games of RNRR. Above, I briefly introduced the game Elden Ring. As a veteran player of this game, I will launch a special program on fighting various bosses in the future. See you next time.